Is July 21st. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClavesOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. And Rammer, it was a Friday afternoon in Chicago, and it will forever be known as the Ron Kulpa game.
I don't think it'll be remembered at all by the time Monday rolls around. But yeah, pretty frustrating as you're grinding and you're getting inconsistent home plate umpiring and critical moments. And it almost felt like, kind of sticking it to you. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad day for an ump and we just got to live with it. That's probably the answer.
Yeah, I will say this. If we're going to knock an umpire for one, on the other side of things, I can't remember the name of the first base umpire, but the play with Cody Bellinger at first late in the game, which is a reviewable call. So if he got it wrong and the Cubs could have challenged, it could have been fixed. But yeah. It was by this much. He called Bellinger out at first, and he was right about it. And I think it's nice to have with replay in moments like that, where a guy could stand there and he could say, hey, I think you're wrong. We're going to look at it. And after you look at it and you see that you were out by an inch, you could just say, hey, good call, Blue. And you head back out to the field and play your position. So but Ron Kulpa there in that situation, bases loaded, one out, Alec Burleson up to bat. And, that dictated the entire outcome of that play, because he gets one of those
game. And ultimately the game, that was the key spot.
Right, because and it's not even a case of, well, he should have gotten a hit on the ball he swung at. No, he probably, in Alec Burleson's mind, only swung at that sixth pitch of the at bat because of the strike being called on the last two and how far outside those were. Right, he was in protect mode based off of how much the plate had expanded there. So it is really, really frustrating. I think that was Alec Burleson's first ejection in his major league career, and good for him for going out in the fashion that he did. Didn't end up mattering at all because he was going to get replaced defensively in that situation. He was already done for the day. So say what you want in that point, big boy.
Yeah. I don't blame a guy for being frustrated right there.
So we can, though, if we want to sit here and Monday morning quarterback the game and the situation that was at hand with that play in that moment. Nolan Gorman was set to be on deck. He was set to come up. He had a bat in his hand and was swinging. It was going to pinch hit for Jose Fermin in that situation. By the way, Jose Fermin, first major league hit, first time being on base in his major league career. Congratulations to him. Right. And they called back Nolan Gorman in that bases loaded situation to go with Alec Burleson at bat there with one out in the top of the eighth inning. We talked about it before we went on the air. I don't think we had an answer in the past 5 minutes that we've been sitting here talking about it. I don't think an answer has come to either one of us. I'm going to guess, and I know they talked about this on the broadcast, that when you look at what the pitch arsenal is and when you look at the contact rate, Ali Marmol wanted a ball put in play. He didn't want to strike out.
Yeah, and although Burleson doesn't have an unbelievable contact rate himself, more likely, maybe who's more likely to get a fly ball? I think Gorman. That's a little bit of a head scratcher, unless you thought maybe we get a base hit here and I still have Gorman in the ninth. I guess all those things are possible, but a little bit of a head scratcher.
You had the top of the order coming up, though. You had Nootbaar, Goldschmidt, Arenado.
Yeah.
So Gorman wasn't an option. I mean, Gorman, the only one he was going to hit for there, and I guess you sit there and you play defensively where everybody goes. That one. I don't know. I'm sure when Ali talks to the media after the game, he will have his reason for going there if he hasn't said it already in the post game. As I quickly take a look here,
it's probably what they said on TV. More likely to strike out, or at least in the manager's opinion, more likely to strike out than Burleson. I don't know if I would have gone that way, but if you truly believe that, then that's your answer.
The Cardinals dropped their first game in the past week, had a 6-game winning streak going into this one, and fought hard. They took the lead early in the game, got down 4-1, scratched their way back, and by all accounts should have tied the game in the 8th inning with the top of the order up to bat against a struggling Cubs bullpen. My goodness, that Cubs bullpen came in. Justin Steele, by the way, showed why he's an all-star, going out there and grinding without his best stuff this afternoon and pitching really well. 6 1/3 innings pitched with 6 hits allowed, 9 strikeouts in the game. And then you just get 2/3 of an inning, 1/3 of an inning, 2/3 of an inning, you just get 4 walks out of those, inning and a half out of your bullpen for the Cubs. It was not good. And that's the formula really for beating the Cubs. If the starter is going to stick it to you, just figure out a way to get to that bullpen and beat those guys up.
Yeah, and you did, but you didn't beat them up enough to win. And this is one though that you'll regret not being able to put something together late and letting it slip through your fingers a little bit, even though you're playing from behind. Still kind of felt you were right there to the very end.
So Cardinals lose this one, and I guess if they think that they were red hot and they're going to be scoreboard watching, you do so this weekend now with the Reds taking on the Diamondbacks. Reds are reeling right now, having lost their last 6 games, not playing really good baseball, which is allowing the Brewers to kind of run away with things with the in the NL Central right now.
And the Brewers won today, I believe, and so. If you're a Cardinal fan or the Cardinals, just worry about yourself and win the game in front of you.
Brewers don't play. Brewers don't play till tonight.
Brewers
are playing the Braves this evening. This was the only afternoon game of the day with the afternoon game in Chicago. Speaking of other games around the league tonight, I mentioned to you we have Arizona, or we have the Reds taking on Arizona. That's in Cincinnati. The Brewers are hosting the Braves this weekend. A few other really good series to watch this weekend. You have the Dodgers in Texas taking on the Rangers this weekend. That will be a fun one. And something to watch tonight, Phillies Guardians. Did you see who's playing first base tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies?
I haven't seen their lineup. No, Joe.
Bryce Harper is playing first base tonight. It'll be the first time that he plays the field this year after having Tommy John surgery this offseason. So Bryce Harper, who's been DHing since he came back early from that injury, he will be playing first base tonight for the Phillies, just looking to give them some sort of edge and making himself a little more valuable to the team. I know it's something he was working on as soon as Rhys Hoskins went down. Bryce Harper kind of grabbed a first baseman's mitt and said, let me try it out. Let me do it, which is a lesson to all of you youth baseball players out there. Play to every position. Learn to play as many positions as possible. And just get out there and make yourself as valuable to your team as you possibly can.
Yeah, I wonder why. It probably just has to do with ability, but I wonder why you don't leave Harper at DH. And if you feel like you need somebody at first base to get a better outfielder out there, make it be Kyle Schwarber. But I guess they don't like the way he plays first.
I don't think anybody likes the way he plays anywhere, and that's
I think
why
you're right. That's right.
And I haven't seen a lineup yet tonight for this game, but it would not surprise. Yeah, Schwarber's DHing tonight. I was going to say they're putting Bryce Harper at first base so they can DH Kyle Schwarber more than what they have been.
Yeah.
He's been working his tail off in left field. Give him a break and let him just hit baseballs for a little bit, okay?
Yeah. Which he's good at.
Right. One of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, actually, when it comes to home runs since the second half of the season.
He's hitting home runs, but his season batting average is still way under 200. He still has value. We've talked about it before. I talk about it on radio all the time. He must have a Matt Carpenter thing going on, though, that he's not comfortable unless he's leading off for some reason. his metrics and all of his numbers would make you think he should be hitting 6th or 7th, but he just seems to be better in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, so a lot of fun series to watch this weekend, and you have no more Cardinal baseball to worry about for about 24 more hours. So whatever it is you have going this weekend or tonight, you can enjoy yourself some the rest of Major League Baseball right now.
Have an evening.
Cardinals and Cubs being all over. You were at the lake today, Rammer, and as you were telling me the other day, the folks at Ballparks National, you guys have your fall schedule already out, ready to go. You guys are taking teams for the fall now.
Oh yeah, go to ballparksnational.com. Ballparksnational.com. You'll see our fall schedule there, and we've got our 2024 schedule out as a sort of a save the date, kind of showing you what's coming up on the weekends next year, and then that'll be solidified with actual tournaments and things and specifics. Within a week or so. When's
the wrestling weekend? That's what I care about.
That is, I want to say 3rd weekend of June.
Okay, that's we'll.
You need to be here.
I'll circle that one. I'll circle that one in red.
And it's 2 days of wrestling, regular wrestling, and then a cage match.
Oh my goodness! Is Vernetti getting in the ring for either one of those?
For you, I think he will.
Rammer, we are also brought to you each and every day by Munganess St. Louis Acura and also Royal Banks.
Royal Banks in Missouri is not at the Lake of the Ozarks yet, but they are in St. Louis and St. Charles and the East Side and Northeast Missouri, and each and every branch makes you feel like it's your hometown bank. Royal Banks in Missouri, where better service means better banking.
I'm about to go bet on a Kyle Schwarber home run tonight as he is DHing. Let you know how that goes for me on Monday when we come back after the Cardinals finish up against the Cubs and head down to hot Arizona. Thankfully, they will be playing indoors. He is Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. Have a great weekend, everybody, from all of us here at Claibs Online.
At St. Louis Acura, we have over 100 new Acura models and over 160 pre-owned models in stock or on the way in May. Get 4.9% financing for up to 60 months on 2023 Acura MDXs, TLXs, Integras, and RDX models. Or get a certified rate as low as 3.49% on certified TLX and MDX models. And you can earn up to $1,500 in loyalty incentives. St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you.